your name in the Heisman conversation. You'll sit around and see how the votes turn out, whether or not you get an invite to New York. What does it mean and what will it mean if you get to go to New York and your name talked about as one of the best players in college football?
Yeah, I mean, it'll mean a lot. You know, growing up watching college football for all those years, for 22 years of my life, wanted to be like those guys. You got the, RG3, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, seeing those guys win Heisman. Hopefully I can be next.
It is my great pleasure to announce that the 2023 Heisman Trophy winner is Jayden Daniels from Louisiana State University.
Congratulations.
Hello. What's the word?
Chat, we back. I thank you guys for joining us today. What a start to the season has been for Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. I must say I'm really impressed by what I've been seeing so far. The biggest thing that stands out to me is Jayden's decision making. He trusts in what he sees and he goes with it. He never overthinks situations and he doesn't put the ball in harm's way. Protecting the ball is the most important thing for any QB, but especially for a rookie QB. You can just tell his teammates believes in him and they will continue to rally behind this kid week in and week out. His running back, Brian Robinson, is balling out. Picking up right where he left off last season, this guy is an extremely underrated RB, and I can see Pro Bowl selections for him in the near future. His backfield mate, Austin Eckler, seems like he has some juice left. We all know how his time with the Chargers ended. He did appear to be washed, but maybe he can still be a contributor in the backfield without having to be that every down back every single week. Even the old man Zach Ertz has been moving the chains here and there. Obviously he isn't close to the player he once was in his Philly days, but he's another solid vet that knows the game and will be instrumental in the growth of Daniels. Tight ends are usually the safety blankets for young QBs. When you have a trusted veteran who can still produce quality numbers, it only makes the learning curves easier for your young QB. Who I'm really excited to see flourish is Terry McLaurin. Yes people, scary Terry. This guy has dealt with the absolute worst quarterback play since he was drafted in 2019. And I'm just glad that him and Jayden are finding that connection. Terry's talent has always been overlooked due to subpar quarterback play and the circus act that always goes on in Washington. But hey, maybe change is near. Coming into this year's draft, one of the main concerns the league saw in Jayden's game was his tendency to run the ball too soon before going through all his progressions. In my personal opinion, as a young player, more times than not, when you're still in that development phase, you tend to play the game with more instincts over anything. It's all about continuing to learn the fundamentals of the game while still trusting in your own God-given abilities. Having the belief and confidence in yourself while being fundamentally sound always makes for a great player. This offense is looking fantastic, currently a top 10 unit in the league, averaging about 382 yards per game. They're on a 4-game winning streak. Now, none of these wins has come against powerhouse teams or serious contenders, except for maybe their win on Monday Night Football against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now chat, before y'all cook me in the comments, I know the Bengals are off to a rough start. But did we really expect Burrow and this offense to start off this bad? Everyone for sure saw this team as potential contenders in AFC. So for a rookie quarterback to come out and put on an absolute show in a shootout against this team says a lot about the leadership of Daniels and the fight this team embodies. The kid finished with 3 total touchdowns while completing over 90% of his passes. That is phenomenal. As of today, they currently have the best record in the NFC East. And playoffs are very much possible if you look at the state of this division. The Cowboys are in shambles. Their run game is non-existent and their defense looks awful. As for the Eagles, we may have overrated this team this offseason. The offense is out of sync. The defense is getting carved up every single week per usual. And chat, we may have already witnessed the peak of Jalen Hurts. It's like ever since that Super Bowl loss in 2022, he has yet to be that effective. And the Giants are self-explanatory. No need to waste time there. Daniel Jones is not him, and they're going nowhere no time soon with him as their quarterback. They literally burned away money giving him that deal. For the conclusion of this video, I love what they're building here. Head coach Dan Quinn has always been the guy who can rally the troops. We all remember the great success he had with the Falcons back in the Julio Jones and Matty Ice era. Honestly, he should have a Super Bowl ring to his resume if it wasn't for the blown fourth quarter lead that night. That's real life pain right there. Pain, man. And as the offensive coordinator, they have Mr. Quarterback Guru himself, Cliff Kingsbury. Going back to his days with Baker Mayfield at Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray in Arizona, Caleb Williams at USC, and now Jayden Daniels. Jayden is looking like the truth and for sure is running away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. I know this is an exciting time to be a Commanders fan. Probably the most excited they have been since taking RG3 and watching him put the league on absolute notice in his rookie year. It was sad to see how his career ended, but without a doubt, he inspired the next generation of quarterbacks that it's very much possible to not be a traditional stand in the pocket quarterback and you can still have success in this league as long as you protect yourself, believe in your preparation and your abilities, and everything else will take care of itself.
Look at that direction. Here comes pressure again. Two Browns ran into each other. Daniels uncorks a deep shot. It's McLaurin inside the 5.
And make Jayden Daniels go through his progression in the passing game.
He has to roll out there. Pressure came from Smith, and he's on target. McLaurin, who got drilled by a pair of defenders, including Emerson. First down.
A good man beater in the passing game.
On fourth down, free runner Owusu Koromoa missed him, and Daniels has the first down and more. Down the sideline, it's first and goal.
Lamar Jackson, where he's a designed running back, he's doing it on his own.
He'll launch this time. Down the sideline, Brown.
Him. He's accurate, he's athletic, he's cool in the pocket, and all of that playing experience is playing out on the field right now.
And every team in the National Football League is trying to find the next Jayden Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the prototype that's playing in this league now. The great mobility, the arm talent, and the poise. That's what that's it. That's the answer.